Hello, I'm Bálint Horváth from Cinemira. I'm here with two of the directors whose movies you will be able to see at the festival, and they are here to tell you about the films. Dániel, can you introduce yourself and tell a bit about the film?
Of course. Hi, my name is Dániel, and I'm here to promote my movie called the Disco Diktátor. It's about a young DJ who plays in a record store in his father's record store and constantly fighting with his dad over or who to rule this record store and whose music should be played, and it's a coming of age story with many musical elements, and it's about dance music and electronic music, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
Thank you. Remi, can you tell us a bit about Pussy Boo and yourself?
Hi, my name is Remi Parisse. I'm a French director. I directed Pussy Boo, a short comedy of 3 minutes long. The movie is about grandparents trying to make the best gift for their granddaughter. And there is obviously a conflict of generation. They try to be close of her, but they cannot because there is a gap between their generations. So they make big efforts to connect with her, and that's created contrast and conflict.
Thank you, Remi. Leonardo, can you tell us about your film, Stephanie?
So I made this short film about a girl of 10 years old who is a very successful gymnast, and she just has won her first international title, which is still in a very small competition, but directly she can feel that somehow her name has been dropped as a new talent, and she experienced all the pressures and expectations that come with that.
What was your inspiration behind the film?
So it's how to say, there are two inspirations. The first inspiration is that I lived together for 3 years with a girl called Stephanie. So basically, I had my muse just in the room next to mine, and she was telling me a lot of stories about her youth as a gymnast and the things that she experienced as a child. And at the same time, I won a prize in Belgium that calls the Wild Card, and it's given to let's say film students every year. Once a student wins that in fiction, in documentary, and animation, and then you get basically a grant to make a short film, and it's a very prestigious award, which you basically you dream of from the first day you go to film school. But I won it, and I experienced a huge anxiety in a way, because I was like, I had this prize, and I didn't really had already an idea in my head what I wanted to do with that. But the only thing that I knew, it needed to be super good done to, like somehow as a way of respect and be grateful for this amount of money that you get from the States. It was also a little bit of that. Like, I won this amazing prize that I dreamed about all my student life, and then once I got it, I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So it took me 3 years to make Stephanie, but it was a nice way to tell both stories in one.
Thank you. Remi, what inspired you for your film?
The idea came to me, I mixed two ideas. I listen a lot of rap music, and one day asking to myself, why does the lyrics are offensive? Does it shocking? So I'm starting questioning does it's offensive for me, for the listeners, for my grandparents. I thought about the music in the 60s and 50s, 70s with the punk rock and all. I was wondering if it was offensive too. So I starting to think about that, and I have a sweet memory of my grandmother. She was made embroidery, and she used to make embroidery in the back of my shirts, big typos and fonts of heavy metal bands, and she obviously didn't know what it's about. So I think it's lovely, and I mix this rap music and with my grandmother memory, and that's given me the idea of this film.
It's pretty cool. Thank you. Danny, can you tell us about the main idea? What was the main idea of the movie, where it came from?
Of course. So it's quite similar to Remi's, but with dance music, with electronic music, not rock music. And I'm a DJ, and the plot of the movie was inspired by my experiences as a disc jockey, and last year I had a very rough times with my dad, and I wanted to make a story about life and music and relationships, and that was it.
Thank you. What kind of audience you had in mind for the film? Who would you recommend it for, Danny?
Since it's basically a coming of age story, then I would recommend it to teenagers, but also parents as well, especially the fathers out there.
Remi, the same question for you. Who do you think would enjoy the most your film?
I don't know. It's an intergenerational story, so maybe 7 to 99.
And Leonardo, who do you think would be the most beneficial from watching the film, your film?
Sorry, who are you asking for?
I was asking Leonardo, but there's some issue with the audio.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
It's the first time that somebody asked me this question, but I also think that in a way I want to make movies for people between 7 and 70, or even 7 and 150. I think it's a bit, yeah, I don't really have a target like that for an audience. I hope you can tell stories in a way that depending on in which stage in life you are, you can see another layer or something. And I think probably, yeah, a lot of directors think the same if they don't really think commercially. Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you all for being here with us today. The films can be viewed at Cinemira on October 8th to 10th in Budapest.
Thank you very much. And feel free to watch the selection at the Cinemira Festival.